Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are currently at Glasgow's Necropolis. I've done a video, more edited video, how good my editing skills are, before, but I was in the area and it's just a phenomenal place. You kind of get a glimpse and you kind of get a feel of kind of Glasgow and what people did, and the stories of Glasgow's past, as they say. But it's very true. To quote Lemmy, those of you who know him will know that, and those of you who don't, look him up. Lemmy, L-I-M-M-Y. Anyway, these, I will do a tour. I'll take you to a few other kind of main bits. This is the kind of higher end, the top of the necropolis, and some interesting figures, and I'll take you to that one there. Oh, that's John Knox's. It's not a headstone as such, but it's more of a commemorative stone. But some of these are absolutely fantastic. It's always a place that's kind of fascinated me. Some of these are probably well known. My history's not great, however much I do show the history stuff. I do a lot of research beforehand and I forget names and dates and stuff like that, the usual. I hope the signal's okay and I hope the sound's okay as well. If anybody's watching, just let me know. How amazing is that? That would probably indicate this person's maybe an actor or singer or poet or something to do with the arts. James Sheridan Knowles. They're all different, all the heads are different, and this is Emma up there. This is maybe a family tomb, family grave. And it's got a bit added on, so obviously that's shiny granite as opposed to the stonework on that one. Some of these are just unreal. Some are, as I say, very plain and simple, and it is finished. It says it is finished. Place of Isaac Blackwood and his wife Mary Agnes and their family. I mean, as I say, there's a lot of money. That's another side of things as well. Some of these are families where merchants or they were involved in some business in some way. Maybe some were, as I say, singers or poets and what have you. I might just go for a tour of the top. As I say, I've done another bit which you can check out before. Check out after this. And it's quite nice to go down the steps again and show these things off a bit better. All different shapes and sizes. And what I tend to do with things like this, I'll go home and catch a few names, and I'll maybe do a bit of research into some of them. There's also some nice Twitter accounts, and there's social media accounts out there that I think one's friends of the necropolis, and each day I think they put up it's a stone and who the person was and maybe what they did, or a bit of history behind them. So if anybody is watching, if you let me know what the signal's like up here, because the signal seems to be good from my side, but so you see a name like, that says James Templeton. Let me see. So James Templeton had, well, maybe if it is that individual, the Templeton carpet factory in Glasgow, near the Glasgow Green. That might not be him, however Templeton is quite a sort of strong name in the history of Glasgow. The Templeton factory, and some of the, I think it was the Queen Mary ship, Queen Mary maybe, had carpet from Templeton's factory on it. Whether or not that is something to do with his family, I don't know, but it's just a strong name. But some of these are just amazing. And it's very, very warm indeed. These are just yeah, I did think it was actually worth a wee live tour in a place like this. So some are very plain. And you can get guided tours and things. I actually think there's a tour this time of year. I couldn't tell you, just have to maybe Google. If you're coming to Glasgow, maybe Google it. But there's also, I'm sure there's like ghost tours as well, which they do just certain times of year. Yeah, very nice. What's that one? Oh, somebody sneezed. Bless you. Agnes something. Robert Miller and Agnes the Wingate? Something like that. If the signal's not good or it's too shaky or whatever, I don't have a phone gimbal, and I probably should have a phone gimbal for doing things like this. I mean, just look at this. And I think it's like, I'm going to get a bit dark here, but death is such a taboo subject to talk about. And I don't think it needs to be. I think if we chat about it and sort of talk about it more, it becomes less, oh, don't do this, and talk about that, You just have to kind of embrace it and learn and understand and take solace from different things. There's this one, McFarlane, Saracen, there you go. So, it's attention to detail, so it's not just the face there. That's like a setting sun with what looks like the signature as well. Looks like the McFarlanes were big in the Saracen Postle area of Glasgow, which is more known sort of northwest area. I wouldn't say it was industrial, there was manufacturing things went on there. Not so much nowadays. Architecture and some of this is just the workmanship. It's just fantastic. Wow. Oh, look at those. Now this guy round here is kind of the only one I really remember, apart from like John Knox and things, but this guy here, Charles Tennant of St Rollox, died 1st October 1838, age 71, erected by a few of his friends as a tribute of respect. Now, if you see that the sun is just warm. So this guy up here invented or came up with the concept of powdered bleach. So powdered bleach, it was more for industrial cleaning, for carpets and fabrics and that kind of idea, but I think I would say if it wasn't for him and a few others, we probably wouldn't have the processes and cleaning products that we kind of have now, the bleach and things like that. So he came up with a kind of powdered bleach, so he was very predominant in that, so quite a clever man. Charles Tennant, there we go. I'll take you over here. Let's see if anybody's watching, anybody's having a wee look. Just come and say hello. Say hello to Glasgow. So that is the Royal Infirmary. There. That's Glasgow Royal Infirmary, all the wards. There. Pulling it back a bit. Oh, there we go. And that is Glasgow Cathedral. That's Glasgow Cathedral. Which I've only ever been in once. This is shocking. So I want to try and rectify that today. I might go in and have a look, see if it's open. So that's Glasgow Cathedral. Let's get a bit of work done in it. I say I am terrible with dates. Terrible with days, so I can never remember. And again, probably should. Probably should. Right, so that lad up there, that's John Knox. He's like Marmite. Some people love him, some people hate him. He was part of the, forgive me on this, I think he was part of the Presbyterian the Reformation, around the time of Mary Queen of Scots, that sort of time, and yeah, he was a character. He hated the monarchy, the Catholic monarchies or Protestant, and he wasn't a fan. But one thing that I think is documented is he did have a respect for Mary Queen of Scots, because she sort of stood up for what she believed. She stood up for her right of monarchy, and she stood up for her right as Catholic and this kind of thing. So he did have a respect, but he just didn't like the ways of. He didn't like. He was quite a character. Welcome to the top of Glasgow, folks. See, I probably should get a gimbal. Probably should, but. It's just nice. It's nice to see kind of places as well. So such and such of wherever, and you go, oh, I know what that is, or must look up if that's a local thing or place to your area. You kind of look up and go, oh, I didn't know that person started that, or this is why the area is called such and such. Jeez, oh, right. So we've got here, and we've got on here a bottle of Buckfast. Nice. Now, whether that's a tribute or not, or whether that's just the way Glasgow is sometimes, full of character. I don't think Abby's looking at the moment. Maybe a signal's going and I haven't checked. Could be. It's absolutely class, it really is. There's Glasgow Cathedral there. Nice. So it's getting some work done, isn't it? We do restore spires and steeples and stuff, so still zoomed in a bit much. Oopsies. There we go, that's better. So yeah, there's, I think, there's multiple tiers to this. So I think there's maybe 4 or 5 maybe. And the newer graves are all down the bottom. These are the older ones. So these date back. So who's that? That's Ralph Warland, DD, born on 22nd of December 1779, died of 17th of December 1853. That down there is the Bridge of Sighs. Well, Glasgow's version. So sighs being the kind of wailing and the grief. So certainly the older side of the necropolis. So some of these will probably date back to like, I don't know, late 1600s maybe, early 1700s maybe, ish. But yeah, it's amazing to see all the old stones. Let's see this one. In memory of William McGavin, merchant, Glasgow, author of the Protestant, who died on the 23rd of August. Oh, that's Roman numerals. I have no idea what that one is. Age 59. This monument was erected by his fellow citizens. Again, more Roman numerals. So if anybody can work that one out. 1834? I don't know. 18, maybe? 1934? Oh dear. Dear. Some of my primary school teachers would be raging at me just now for not knowing. Forget my way my Roman numerals go. Oops. But yeah, it's just very, very cool. Every angle of the cathedral, which is nice. So I've got new bits added on and it'd be quite cool, I think, to do a tour up here. Somebody who actually knows kind of a lot more than myself on these. The Buchanan name is also a big name in Glasgow. Buchanan was a merchant, but yeah, so that's a Buchanan. Well, again, whether or not people are related in some way to the kind of originals, but that's the Buchanan of Down Hill, which is in the West End area of Glasgow. Again, merchant in Glasgow, so there's a possibility this could be the Buchanan of like Buchanan Street, that sort of thing. And the topic is very, it's heated, rightly so, with regards to how some of these cities around the UK were made and who they were named after and that kind of thing. And it is definitely a topic worth talking about. It is needed to be spoken about with regards to the way the merchants were and the slave trade and this kind of thing. But I just point my camera and show you these places of history. It's more the historical element that I'm kind of more interested in and what I do. It's so warm, by the way. I'm absolutely, it's cooking. It's nice. And today actually in Glasgow there's a music festival called Transmit in Glasgow Green. So I'm staying well away from that side of the city, well away. So this is the kind of top end, but yeah, there's a lot going on up here. Some of the structures have probably seen better days, and some are still standing the test of time. Sometimes I like to play a game of what date in places like this, how far back can I go? Can we go any further than the 1700s? Can we go any further? It's that one that you can see at the sun. That is William Dunn of Duntoker. Died 13th of March 1849. It's just unbelievable. Who's this, Henderson? And they're all people who have told a story or have done something to say this is the money side of things. This is the richer people or the families, and they're all in the one area. John Knox looking across the whole of the city. Oh, that's also possibly topical, but there you go. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So what I might do is, that's been nearly half an hour. Sure. That's just a tiny wee bit of it. I've just done a bit of a circle. And there is more, as I say, there's more levels as you kind of come up. I've got my brolly. I thought it was going to rain today. It hasn't so far, touch wood. So yeah, it's a nice place to visit. And the oldest house in Glasgow is actually the other side, so it's something like, as I say, I won't be able to show you it today because it's all getting renovated, but it's just, if you can see, in fact I'll zoom in, why am I pointing? I think it's there, that one. Just, oh, where's my finger, oh, that's not good. So yeah, just that one there. I think it's just underneath that is the oldest house. And it's getting some work done. It's all there's scaffolding and all that kind of stuff going on it. So yeah, that is. Oh, zoom back a bit. Apologies. So that is the necropolis on a live tour. What I might do is I'll just very quickly take over to the other side and show you the other side of Glasgow. Glasgow's a funny city. It's a tale of four pockets. Literally north, south, east and west, and they've all got their own character, they've all got their own story to tell, they've all got their own quirks and all that kind of stuff. So that down there, that's a slightly newer side, not as, and still some really nice stones and some very interesting people in there. And as I say, as you get further down, it gets newer and newer. So Tennant's is down there as well. Tennant's Brewery is down there as well. That's kind of pushed into like Duke Street and more towards the East End. In fact, I think you can just see Celtic Park. I could be wrong, but that there, it's not very good, bit of a haze, but that's Celtic Park, just behind that tower there. So my last video I showed you with the train. I'm not a massive football fan. I will, watch a few games and stuff, but that that's where Celtic play. Celtic Park. And let's keep the banter friendly, shall we, if I comment about that? Keep it light. So yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. But yeah, just thought I'd take you a nice wee cool tour, pick out some nice bits. I just love the craftsmanship in some of these. But yeah, so longer one. I will sign off, and until next time, guys. Speak to you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye. Bye bye.